All right, Audacity. 1, 2, 3.
Audacity.
1, 2, 3. Audacity. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Audacity. 1, 2, 3.
This is the shit right
Audacity,
here.
1,
I
2,
know
3.
shit.
Swag.
This is
Swag.
great, man.
Right.
You know how it go in the. I haven't fucking talked to this nigga. Okay, I say the
I
N-word
already broke the N-word barrier.
Yeah, he's the only one who could.
I called Paul a nigga last time. He's like, "You just called me nigga? What?" That's what he was. You just called me nigga. That's exactly.
Well, yeah, he said he was black in the beginning of the podcast. Paul, shit.
Dude, Zach is the only one who sounds good right now. Zach is the only one who sounds good. He's like, Paul is blah blah. I'm just like, holy shit, man. It's like, goddamn. It's like niggas talking from inside of a refrigerator, and then like a TV announcer talks for like 3 seconds.
Get a better headset, Paul. Better yet, get a fucking microphone. That's right.
With Paul, it's like, and then Zach, Zach's like, yes,
that is correct. Welcome to the radio.
Congratulations, you won a free ass whooping.
From me. Suck it, bitch. Anyway, so
that's
so
right,
what's the topic today?
No,
I did not come up with the topic, but since we have a musical guest star who's probably going to be prominent on this show,
music can be the
that's
topic.
right.
I have something to talk about
Congratulations,
music,
correctamundo. You win a blue fucking tuxedo.
I like the very impromptu fucking decision.
You're right.
It's very, I like it. Anyways, I just got, I guess that has nothing to do with music. I probably tie it in. I just got back from a sushi restaurant, the sushi joint, Nakamura's. The crazy thing is, no Asian dudes there. Like, nobody that was Asian. It was 2 white dudes. Like, the main dude making the sushi was like a white dude who looked like he was from an 80s karate movie. Like, he had like the
Miami Connection style? Is that what you're saying right now, player?
Yeah, pretty fucking much. He had the long fucking goatee, and then he had a long ass ponytail too. It was like, I was like, holy shit! It's like, welcome to Jack's Sushi. Like, I mean, Nakamura's my ass. It wasn't even Toshiro there, let alone.
It wasn't even Toshiro.
It was like Steve's Sushi or some fucking shit. It was 2 white dudes too.
That was it. That was only like 2 white dudes working that whole entire sushi restaurant.
And not a sink.
Just put it in perspective, you know, like, and like, you know, Atlanta or something.
That wouldn't be a sushi joint.
There, you know?
For every sushi joint in... Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, nigga?
Let me get the nigga roll.
Nigga
Mora. Welcome to Nigga Mora's. Nigga. We ain't got no motherfucking sushi. Give me one. For every sushi joint in the ghetto, there's like 5 liquor stores. So basically, there's 20.
I think your ratio is a little off.
That's
there.
my point. That's my point.
That's a common thing in the ghetto.
Yeah,
like you mean like fucking 15.
Liquor store, gun store, sushi. Liquor store, gun store.
For real, like, let's go rob these niggas, man.
Although I'd like to bring up your point earlier, like, you know, just having impromptu, you know, subjects and all. It's just like, oh, we have.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do music.
If you weren't here, we would be fucked. If you weren't here, you'd be like, movies. We talked about the last time. Let's talk about faggots. Paul's here for a second. Fuck, I cut myself with a knife. Oh yeah, we talked about the last time.
You know.
Yeah, I loved it too. And let me just repeat what I said before. Anybody who didn't like that movie is probably an idiot. That's just.
Wait, what did I text you? I was like, the people.
Oh yeah, their moms are still driving them around or something. I think we were talking. Yeah.
Like they don't understand the concept of driving. I wouldn't expect him to get it.
There are no funny voices.
What is this? I thought we were watching Pitch Perfect too.
Oh my!
I don't see any
Japanese,
man.
Do you think he watches it? Do you think he watches?
I watch that shit raw. No subtitles. All Japanese, motherfucker.
I don't even know. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Fuck him. Let's talk about something interesting. So I read this really, 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 like, on the topic of music. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. What's the question?
Oh my god.
Have you not been recording this whole time?
Oh my
You're a
god.
fucking idiot! You're an idiot! You're useless! Are you kidding me? Isn't it just...
Paul is so bad that Michael got low
A
five.
great Skeletor will come over and kick your ass!
Start recording? I started recording before we were in the... Whatever, man.
Yeah, I go for some
Start recording whenever you want. Zach, cut this together somehow. Paul didn't say shit anyway, so
Time
it doesn't
to use
matter.
clips from
but
the
still
other
cut it together.
podcast that we had.
The clips... You mean the
15 minutes
clips
later,
where you mean the clips where you couldn't hear him anyways? I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
shit.
I'm gonna just like cut together pieces of him laughing and shit.
Just put it in there randomly.
Bro, you just
right,
said
Paul.
1, 2,
I
3
just-
Audacity, and then they did that whole beat thing going on. I thought you were recording. No, motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
thought- I
sorry.
didn't know that's a
Normally,
joke
I
or
would
not.
try
What
to
the
give you the benefit of the doubt, but that's dumb. Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
Yeah.
Michael. Michael.
Fuck
Remix!
you!
Audacity! Damn! Put it on!
Swag.
Man! So we can record the shit for the fans!
stupid, nigga.
Record. Yeah!
Dumb.
Remix! Oh! What?
Hey, Paul, if you didn't get the subliminal message, press record.
He's still. What am I? Sorry, whatever. I hope. Did you start recording as soon as you said that? I hope you did. If not, just record a line separate, like tomorrow, randomly when you're at school,
What the
and it'll just be like clear. It'll be clearly from somewhere else. It'll be like, when did you start recording?
No, Michael, you hear the fucking AC thing in the background, like, I'm ready to take stuff. Ha! Very funny,
What the
guys.
fuck are you doing?
And randomly, later on you hear,
Yeah, right.
hey, hold on.
Are you
Microphone.
recording for
We're
that new
recording.
porno that's out?
What?
Fat, sweaty
That
technician?
new porno. That new
That new
porno.
I hear you doing that new porno. No, because I work in fucking CSN, and like one of the older buildings is actually
you see
a
Paul there?
technician building. And the people that walk out of
What are
there,
they, like some big burlesque
Hey.
motherfuckers? I had fun cleaning that air conditioning unit, huh?
and
Me too, huh?
Big ass bushy mustaches with like red plaid shirts,
You do know
boots,
the
and everything.
No,
shit, right?
no, I swear that's where they give you the
look working class.
working class. Like they give you the boots,
Here's the
facial
boots,
hair,
here's the collar.
the smell.
Why do I learn what I'm
Everything.
doing? That comes later. Now we
You
drinks.
learn on the job or you die.
See, you clean
What's
the
my first job? Unzips pants.
No.
Hey.
you clean the job. You clean the showers. You don't use
Oh,
Slobs on my knobs. Oh god. So Paul, how's air conditioning?
You know, yesterday I was working with an old guy and we were laying pipe.
Okay, everybody be quiet. Paul,
Wait,
stop.
wait, Paul's
Did you
talking.
say Paul?
Paul's talking.
Serious.
This is my favorite part of the podcast when he talks.
no, here's the
There's
thing,
nothing
Paul.
happening.
Like your
Okay.
volume is so low that we have to shut up to hear you, bro. It's a headset, bro.
I don't know
There's
what
your
the fuck
problem
is
right
wrong
there.
with this thing.
What, the computer?
Okay, go buy a mirror really quick
Why
and
the
then.
fuck is it? I don't fucking.
So what were you
I'm
saying, Paul,
joking.
about yesterday?
No,
That was
I'm
really
not-
interesting.
can't do it.
Just use your
Earlier I
Xbox.
was reading this this really really long article from this guy who called himself the film critic Hulk. I might have mentioned it to you, Elder, or something. Basically, like a long time ago, I read a screenplay guide from him, kind of. Anyway, if you're ever looking for anything interesting, look him up. But he wrote this super long article on Kanye West and how amazing he is. And I actually ended up listening to
Oh,
808s and Heartbreak when I was drinking earlier. It was I like it. I like it. I know you told me which album to listen to, but I like that.
Okay, I'll be straight. Yeah, I don't know, because for me,
Yeah.
that's actually his weakest piece of work. Because I've heard all the Kanye albums, but like, man, I mean, you know, the fact that he started.
Oh no, yeah, I know.
check out the rest of it.
Graduation
It's
and all
pretty
that. I understand that,
really,
but I'm just saying.
like his
I just hopped it, and
his pinnacle is dark fantasy, but like his like key thing though that you really want to hear for, like he's probably
So
like the
yeah,
best.
you're right
in,
about
like,
that.
hip-hop
Not
production game.
Not
at
only
the
from
moment.
you, but I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard around, and you know, like any person, I guess I'm a little skeptical when it comes to Kanye, if only because you know the way he's portrayed in media, you know, for being a lunatic. But you know, I kind of like him for that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, if John Lennon were around right now, he'd probably be the Kanye of this day. I mean, to be honest, Kanye's
Oh yeah,
probably one
yeah,
of the
exactly.
last
That's
honest
actually what
artists
the
out
article
there,
was
you
getting
know?
at. You know,
Seriously.
about how genuine and kind of honest the guy is, almost comedically, but not even intentionally in that way. Yeah.
No, because you watch like live videos of him.
Yeah.
He's actually very grateful to his fans, and he just wants to do music. He doesn't give a shit about the media, and that's why he's always like,
Yeah.
you know, always on flames or something. Because like, you know, he married
Yeah, the
Kim
dude's making
Kardashian.
the dude is
He's
constantly
got a huge
making
ego
moves,
behind him,
and
but
it's not anything stupid to stay quote unquote relevant. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, the guy does what he does him, and you know he does it regardless. There was this one quote in that thing saying that whatever people say they don't like, I take that shit and make it mine. The Confederate flag, you don't like it? That's mine. What you gonna do now? That's one of his quotes.
yeah. He did do that actually. That was like the
Yeah,
poster for like his Jesus tour or something. You know. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate Kanye because he's pretty much just carrying the flame of, you know, the greats behind him. Like me and my friend Ethan, we compare him like
Yeah,
to
I
the
remember
modern
you
day
making that
David
comparison
Bowie.
one time,
Like, he
yeah.
really is like one of the leading names in fashion as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, there have been bigger egos behind him, but the thing with Kanye is that he lives in the internet age.
Yeah, and sometimes
That's
really,
the
he's
big
a little bit more
fucking
genuine
thing, you
than
know?
most. I feel like, you know, I feel like he.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way. I mean, I like him because he's honest. The people I don't trust,
Yeah,
you know, like,
those are
people I
usually the
don't
most.
like.
That's generally the easiest thing to pick up on. Those are the people you don't really pay half attention to most of the time.
Yeah, like... Yeah. Apparently Kevin Hart in real
Kinda
life.
saw that
so
one
it's
coming.
Good, well, because I don't like him anyway, so that's cool.
Because he's shorter than me.
Huh?
What?
It's okay, Paul. We might have your volumes level better this time because actually, I can sort of hear you.
Jarman! Turn up your volume!
That doesn't make
I
any-
can't even start
whatever.
it.
I don't care.
As you hear it, pump up the volume.
Did you pump up the volume?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Bass.
Damn, how do you feel, Paul? I'm joking.
Bro, at least you have a job now. You're working
like
and shit,
shit.
bro. Better than what you were doing like 2 months ago.
What were you doing before?
School and like nothing else going for
You
him.
going to school to get a fucking job?
Well, at least you were honest.
What's your new job, man?
I'm an HVAC technician, you dipshit. I fucking make air conditioners. Work.
Shots fired!
Why
Shots
are you going to
fired!
school for that?
Okay, Paul, you finally got one. I thought it was gonna take a couple
No,
episodes.
I
but
did-
you got
Yes.
one.
No,
Go ahead.
That's what you need to bring to the table, man. Come on.
no. I mean, for me, look.
Ain't no hold up,
here's
Sway.
where
Ain't
I'm
no
I'm
hold
not
up.
really mad at you. I'm just
Well,
saying.
hold on. Before I give him,
Yeah.
but before I give him that one, I haven't talked to you for like 6 months.
I know.
Two.
I understand. I'm just saying.
Two. I
At some
thought you
point,
were
I
still
said
in
what I
sync.
do, but you
No,
guys
no,
couldn't
hey.
fucking hear me.
That's right, man.
So I
You gotta
gave
bring that
up. That was
energy
what I
to
was
the
saying
table. You gotta
earlier,
be
but I just
loud,
gave
man.
the
You gotta
fuck
speak
up.
your voice,
Oh,
motherfucker.
Okay, 2. I thought you were still in school. 3, your last
I
job
am.
was.
I am still in
3,
school.
your last job was Wendy's. So I didn't really expect Wendy's.
I
to
guess that is
air
one hell of a
conditioning
fucking leap.
technician.
Kudos to
That's-
him, though. He finally got a way out of that
Yeah,
shit.
it really is.
No, it's
hey,
no, it went to Wendy's.
All
Yeah.
facts aside,
everybody give Paul. Everybody give Paul.
It
a
went
round
to
of applause.
Wendy's.
Good job,
He
Paul.
quit
Good
in
job.
UNLV.
That's how you do it.
Woo! Nigga,
Yeah.
nigga making air
What's
conditioning.
up? I'm now the janitor of fast
Now a
food.
janitor of the
You did it.
AC
Fucking
world.
sucks.
You did it.
Wait,
I am,
janitor,
that's
do you-
all
what
I
do you-
am,
Did,
I'm
like,
a
did they
fucking
trick
main
you? Like you went to school. All right. Here's your mop. Here's your bucket. Now
No,
get the mop.
it's like
Damn.
What about the air conditioning? That
no,
comes
it's like
ladies.
what's it called? Okay, so this air conditioner ain't working. It's because it's dirty. You fucking clean the fuck out of this air conditioner so it fucking works.
So you're like a
That's it?
sponge
Yeah, just have
tech.
to clean it. The fuck?
Is that a llama?
Well, it works
Paul
because
Tech, Paul McClellan.
You get your own show maybe on what? Yeah, I don't what fucking channel?
Tech.
Dirty jobs.
I don't know. Dirty jobs is probably what I can get my job on.
With Paul.
Dirty
Dude, that reminds me of that. Dude, that reminds me of that Nathan For You episode
All
where,
nipple end.
where he went where people who were on a show were getting shows of their own. So then he goes to find somebody who might actually get their own show, and then he makes that really shitty show of that security guard who was into the tits. Do you remember that one? Yeah, and the whole episode is just him describing shit. First, I wake up in the morning, then I put on my pants. I usually do my left leg first, and it's just shit like that through the entire time.
What
some
the
bullshit.
fuck is that shit?
Anyways,
It makes me
topic
feel
of
bad. I
music,
put the right leg on first.
I have two
And
more
then-
things
That's
that
not the
I
point,
just
man.
thought about when it comes to music. One, which is a little bit more film, but whatever. Do you know one of the only awards I think Selma got was for the soundtrack, and that's because Common did it. Do you remember that at all? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he did. I think it was only the ending credit song, if I remember correctly, because the score was mostly just other 60s and 70s.
Really?
Yeah. Unless he was rapping during the beatdown or something. Club in his hand.
Shit.
Alright, that was really tasteless.
Wait, so Selma didn't win any more
Oh
awards?
no, I know you said you didn't want to see it because it looked like a quote unquote Oscar film, Oscar bait. But I'll tell you, the
It looked
fucking
like Oscar bait.
the Stephen Hawking movie is more Oscar bait than that movie. Like Selma is really good regardless.
Really?
It's not Oscar bait. For instance, did you hear there's a rumor running around that they're going to get the girl director, the female director of Selma to do the Marvel movie Black Panther? Yeah, that's sick as fuck.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah,
like,
that's
Good.
like Selma 2, The Revenge.
The Revenge.
No, it's a prelude to Selma.
Well, it's either gonna
gonna
be
go
that.
No.
It's either gonna
They're
be
straight
that
from
or
Africa,
Captain
man,
Marvel,
straight
but
from
I'm pretty
Africa.
sure it's gonna be Black fucking Panther.
That's gonna be dope as fuck.
I
That'd
really
be fucking
want to
amazing
see
if it was
that.
Black Panther.
I
Black
really
Panther
wanna
and
see
Captain
that.
Marvel, because it's a woman and black.
This is my thing on Selma though. It's just like, I don't feel like it was
No,
Oscar
yeah,
bait, 'cause the
it
film
was.
so
Yeah, it wasn't
goddamn
like
informational,
Oscar
It's
baits
like-
are generally biopics with markers in the film saying this happened, then this happened, then this happened. Selma was totally not I know you and I were talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it
was
wasn't Martin Luther
continuously
King
moving
movie either. It wasn't
film,
even about him. For fuck's sakes, they took their first risk was naming it Selma. Like, for instance, people don't know what that is off the top of like American fucking Sniper. That's the name of the fucking book. People know what that is. I mean, Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're gonna see
Yeah,
that
I
in
mean,
the movie. You're
several
gonna find
probably.
one
Suppose you
American
could-
sniper,
and-
several probably.
And I suppose you can make the
Did you
point
find
it's
Selma
just a
in
name,
Selma?
It doesn't matter.
I
It
don't know.
totally matters. If it was named Martin Luther King Selma,
Yeah.
people I guarantee that would
Avengers!
have probably got seen more than it would just being named Selma. I guarantee it. No, yeah, it was. But the
So
thing
I
is, they
still
even had
seen
to
a
put
lot.
it back
It was
in
Michael.
theaters a couple
Still
months
had it.
after because people just didn't see it
Damn,
as
for
much.
real? Shit.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, they're just like.
Yeah, and I know
it's not
people
just-
who legitimately
this is the
didn't
movie,
want to
guys.
see it,
It's
and
Selma.
now to be fair, most I know most of those people were admittedly
Really?
white people who didn't want to see it. And I'm not trying to I'm not trying to imply any form of racism here, but I
Yes,
do
you
think
are.
there's an amount of uncomfortability that comes with it, that you don't want to see it because this isn't for me, or this wasn't made for me, this wasn't made with my background, my intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, because it's like films like that come across like that.
Yeah,
Sometimes it
exactly.
comes
They're
across
like,
as,
well,
the
okay, the
white
main
outing,
guy in
you
here
know?
isn't white,
'Cause,
so I guess it's not my kind of film. It is. And to be
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
yeah,
especially since it's based on the past, and admittedly, probably a lot of conscious white people are very like,
Yeah.
I like to pretend that doesn't happen.
yeah, that's a very good point you make.
A very
And that's what
common,
makes it even scarier is that people
you
want to
know?
ignore it. And what makes it even scarier is that what I always said, these people seem like that it's like I said, it's not actually racist, they're just afraid of it kind of in a way. It's scary because it's not actually that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just normal. It's like that it's so
Yeah.
normal that there are movies like this that are made for multiple people, so when they are made, people don't want to see it. For instance, The Raid. I mean, it's not just with black people. Most people I tell, go see The Raid. It's the best action movie ever. What is it? It's this Indonesian movie, and you have to watch subtitles.
And that just turns them
I
off
don't
right
wanna
right
watch it
there.
anymore. Yeah, and it's just like it's this huge cultural barrier. Now, a lot of that might have to do with the fact that it's like people don't have much hope for foreign films, I suppose. But I mean, that's a different story entirely. Somehow we made our way back to movies. So let me just segue into music from a movie.
Oh, wait, before you make that segue, we'll be right back on Black Empowerment Podcast.
Wait, I want to final part.
Yeah.
Mike, I have a question. An honest question. So are you saying Selma should have been named Black Panther Selma?
Boo!
And the podcast just goes quiet, and they're like, "What the
I would have watched it.
Of
I
course
would've
you would,
watched
motherfucker."
I might have
Featuring
cared.
Pizzity Paul,
Pizzity
the
Paul.
Silencer. That's your nickname. Your Wu-Tang name is the Silencer.
Oh.
like a gun
Oh.
part.
Ew. That was wrong.
When he goes up, everybody else goes off. Say something, Paul. Yeah. Everybody round applause.
Hello.
No, really, I had a segue though. And it's from a movie, but it leads into music, but kind of something else. Did anybody hear about the movie Kung Fury?
Nah. I haven't,
Yeah,
I saw
so
the
there's
trailer
this-
on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I just saw it was there. I was like, fuck, what is this shit?
Yeah, basically there's...
Wait, is that the really stupid
Well,
thing?
Zach. Oh,
Yeah.
Damn!
you know what? You know more than that.
Holy shit!
Are you the only one who knows the topic, Michael?
Yeah. So basically, I would have never heard about this film as it wasn't. Well, actually, I would have because I went on this movie review site that I normally go to, and they were talking about it. But this was after I saw it. One of my friends who goes on Reddit, lol, 4chan all the time. He's like, "Yeah, I saw this on Reddit. Let's watch it." And so we watched it last night, and for a good 10 minutes, I was really into it. And then afterwards, I totally tuned out. And so basically, it's this 30-minute short action film that is based. It's basically a parody of "quote unquote" the '80s, whether it comes to action,
God.
just the corniness of it. And it also takes that and goes from it goes off the charts. But the thing about it is, it feels like. Basically, how I describe this in words is like the movie is a love letter to the 80s, but it's also like this masturbatory piece that is made by internet nerds who hold the 80s in such high regard, and it doesn't come off genuine. Anyways, that's kind of where it ties into the music and the film of it, because it emulates everything of the 80s, and it's crazy. And I don't know, what do you think about it? Do you think that people have like a strong an unwanted or undeserved for the 80s that maybe should stop happening? I don't know. What you think? Yeah, sure, why not?
80s music is awesome.
I don't know. I feel like there's a love for every
Generation.
for every fucking decade out there, but the 80s is probably more
Yeah.
prevalent in popular culture. Because the thing about the 80s, it's like,
Yeah,
that's
true.
when the 80s
We're
were
gonna-
really trying hard for innovation, At some points, it really went forward. Like, you have...
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk about music here, because that's, generally what I'm, more familiar with. Like, New Order, the very, very big
Oh,
in
yeah,
synth
I actually
pop.
remember
That's
not
when,
liking
Depeche
it.
Mode came out, and,
Yeah.
but regardless or not, a lot of bands of the new wave / synth pop era, that's when they started to flourish.
Yeah.
Everyone started moving away from guitars. But there was this thing in the 2000s, like lo-fi and
Yeah.
retro whatever, like the intro to Portlandia or something. I don't know. It's just like this weird way to make dance music fun again while still being relatively in and hip and all that. I don't think the like for it is unhealthy or odd, but it's definitely a relative fad nonetheless. But I do kind of surround myself in a community, whereas I think sometimes the 60s vibe is a little more stronger. I'm more of a I kind of identify myself with a lot of 80s and 90s alternative rock, but I love the 70s.
Yeah.
And my favorite band is the Beach Boys, so I don't really have any space to say much.
Yeah, and that might just be a different
I see where
perspective, because
you're
I'm more,
coming from,
I'm more of a 60s, 70s kind of guy, even 50s. And now that I think about it, with Billie Holiday,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're
and
crazy
that's
into
definitely
soul
60s,
and
70s.
stuff, so.
Anyways, I thought I'd bring that up because that bugged me. Anyways, I could talk about the
Well,
movie despite the whole music thing. I don't know, man.
Movies.
Well, what was it about
Well,
the
yeah,
music?
because
Do
it's
you
like
feel
it just
a little
I
overbearing
mean,
and
I
too
get that was a
throwback?
part of it, that it was supposed to be this huge, gigantic, in-your-fucking-face parody of the 80s. But it just, I don't know, man.
Well, I'm going to leave you with one quote. Some movies are Miami Connection, and some movies can try to be Miami Connection.
I don't know if you would like. I feel like you might like it, but I also feel like you might not. Like, I'd say the movie was pretty awesome, but it just wasn't awesome enough. Because I don't. Despite it being a parody of a genre, it just didn't feel like anything really. Like, it felt like like I said, some internet nerd of our time really likes the '90s and tried to make fun of it. Because there's stuff like, I'll just tell you what's in it. There's Nazis in it. There's dinosaurs with laser eyes. There's robots. There's a Triceracop. There's Thor.
What?
It's crazy. Not Marvel Thor.
What's
A cop with a Triceratops head. It's. Oh.
Is this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something?
This sounds like...
I know, like...
Yeah.
Just put it into one giant ass thing.
That's a great example because it totally feels like that. Because there's... You know what? Maybe I just need to watch it with somebody else to really... Because I didn't hate it. I liked it for the majority of it. But I couldn't help but afterwards feel that it was a little contrived. And it was trying to play so much on what our generation feeds off of, which is nostalgia. And LOL 80s and Nintendo Power Glove and NES. You know, shit like that.
Well, the people that don't
naturally. That's why it's so grown-worthy, because it's like, I mean, for people who live through it, you know, it's over and done with. You don't see them talking about, like, oh, I remember the Power Glove. It was awesome, you know.
The Power Glove?
No, like, the great way that I see nostalgia is, like, you know, I love all these bands from the 80s or something, you know, but, like, I went to a show not too long ago, and there was this guy right next to me just talking about him going to see, like, the Replacements, REM, and all these great bands that, you know, don't really play too much anymore, you know, like you saw, like, the Pixies. And I was like, holy shit, you've seen all these bands? And he's like, you know, like 20 years ago, like, he told me this, he's like, 20 years ago, I would never imagine, like, some, like, 19-year-old kid, like, flipping out about all this stuff.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. At the time, it was just fucking happening. But in 20 years, you're going to be like me and you or somebody who's going to be talking at the like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Remember when we saw Guardians of the Galaxy? And somebody's going to be like, you saw Guardians of the Galaxy in theaters? Oh my god! You know, that's the shit like that is what it's going to be, you know, eventually. You know, Guardians and John Wick, that's a big
John
one.
Wick's going to be good.
Yeah, I'll be straight up. 7 years later, I'm still surprised I saw District 9 in theaters and did not know jack shit about what that movie was about. That's still
I've heard so many good things about it. And to be fair, I've only seen it when it came out, and I really couldn't speak on it. I try not to speak on anything that I haven't seen within the last 4 years at best.
Dude, District 9 was awesome.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah,
it must be.
Hey, if he thinks it's awesome.
If he talks.
Yes.
But Michael, like, I urge you watch it again.
Yeah, dude, trust me, I believe you. I believe.
Despite what people say about, like, the comparisons of it and other science fiction films, it made it feel fresh.
I remember seeing a.
I
think I might have seen it just under 4 years. I don't know, but I do remember liking it, and I didn't have any issues with it, so I would totally be down to watch it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, besides, I hear good things about it all the time.
Yeah.
I kind of felt bad for, like, the
Besides,
next
I think
movie
anybody
he made
who-
was Chappie. Fuck, dude. I couldn't watch that movie. It was Elysium? Okay, never mind.
Oh, no, it was
But still,
Elysium.
Chappie, though?
Elysium.
Fuck. Oh, God.
Elysium, then Chappie. What? He might be doing...
he did a good job with Elysium.
Oh shit! No way.
Really
Oh, really?
stoked
Is-
for.
It's gonna
shit,
be like the
that's
same
crazy.
story like before with Ripley,
Yeah.
or are they gonna do new characters?
Like, I think it's not a reboot. It's like it's a relative continuation. But
Oh shit!
I think it's picking up right after the second one
Damn.
left off. Actually, so it might actually be really cool. But the crazy story behind that though, apparently was like, he was just on his Instagram or something. He's like, oh, here's like some screenshots from the Alien movie I was gonna do. Too bad it's not gonna happen. And as soon as like these pictures got out, everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
Hint.
You know?
I'm too bad it's not
They're
gonna happen. Send me money,
for, like, a
motherfuckers. I'm gonna
day,
make this movie.
You know? but you know, in the week or like 2 weeks that all that information came out, you know, Fox fucking got
That's
back on
right,
his ass, like,
motherfuckers.
hey, we could fund your movie.
Oh, dude, that's gonna
You
be
know?
dope as fuck.
Yeah, no, so you know,
that's
look forward to it.
You know what I haven't heard
Should be great.
a lot of people talk too much about? I mean, I've heard it around, you know, about Hateful Eight coming out soon. I can't wait for that. Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this
Hateful
in the last
Eight, huh?
podcast?
Briefly.
No, Michael, you brought that up to me, but I think that came out that trailer leaked at the same time. The Batman vs Superman trailer leaked and the Star Wars one.
Fuck.
So do not blame that trailer for like going under the rails.
There's a trailer for that movie?
I was actually trying to remember what the name was. I was all like,
Furious Five.
Furious
I didn't even know there was a trailer out for it,
and
dude.
then I was like, oh no.
I had no fucking idea that there was a trailer out.
Is there?
No, the screenplay
you told me
was
it got
leaked
leaked
like
for,
in
like, a
2013,
second or
and then Quentin was like, "Fuck that, fuck you, I'm not doing it
Oh.
anymore." So yeah, but he's doing it, and I was just saying I read the screenplay for it, like when I was on a plane. Really good, really fucking fantastic. I remember you kind of making fun of it though. You're like, I remember because I told you they were all in a cabin, and you're like, that sounds kind of lame actually, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Edit it. No, because you were like, yeah, they're stuck in a haberdashery.
Oh yeah. I said a haberdashery. Yeah. Terrible explanation because it's not even a fucking haberdashery. Like, out of all things, like, to hook you in with, so it's these 5 guys, and they're in a haberdashery. What the fuck is a haberdashery?
I'm all like, hey, that's badass, man.
Like, most people probably wouldn't even fucking know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
I knew what it was.
What is it?
It's something to do with hats and
Fancy looking people.
Is that a hat store?
No. He was just kidding the 5
No.
times he said it was a hat store.
I swear it was something.
No, but that...
I don't know. So that's my first time being on this podcast.
This is
We don't
How
talk
many
about the...
How many episodes of this?
We don't talk about the
have been
podcast,
out?
that's for sure. Ooh, got him.
This is the
Bas-
This motherfucker.
I'm just asking.
First time in here and he's already bringing the heat on this
I'm
motherfucker.
already- too,
hey!
at
Now
this
that I think
point.
about it, so we're still on the music thing. How's your album going, man? EP, mixtape.
Halfway through the mixing, so it should be done in about 2-3 weeks. Then mastering, which would probably take half as long, and then CD release.
That's
and
dope,
then
man.
go
Keep
to
on
the
doing
album
it, man.
Play our album.
Most
Oh,
people
yeah.
do that shit. They just like, oh, I'll do it later, do it tomorrow, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you're making moves, man. I like that. I respect that shit.
Yeah, though to be fair, in those cases, a lot of people create obstacles for themselves. You know, that hinders.
Yeah.
Procrastination.
Well, I'll tell you what. It just needs one near-death experience, and then that's what scares you into
Yeah.
doing things in incredible
Yeah.
heights. So. You probably don't know about that, huh? Yeah. Roughly 2 years ago, I passed out on the California State Road around 3 a.m. and crashed into a car. So,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, that scared the living shit out of me, and that's when I was like kind of serious about
I was
writing
like, nope.
music. But
Finish
when I
the
got
shit.
back home, man,
Fuck.
like, that was it. You know,
I was moved.
I was moving. Like,
Yeah, that'll really kick you in the fucking ass. I mean, sometimes there's also like other than near death experiences. I mean, well, things of the like, I guess. Seeing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
some people are just not
There's some
lazy.
people who just are naturally not lazy motherfuckers, I suppose. But there's also seeing
Not
people,
me.
seeing how someone turns out, you know, or someone who's on a similar path, and you see how they've quote unquote turned out, and it's like abysmal, and you're just like, oh my fucking god, and nothing like that will kick your ass to try to get going, you know. What I'm
And
saying?
also, like, if you're like doing like the same kind of, like you said, on a similar path, and you see how hard they're working, sometimes it like inspires you to get your ass moving too, to catch up to them, maybe even pass them if you can. But still, that's fucking good, man. That's how you move it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like at this point, I'm just trying not to let the whole competition aspect hit it for me, because
No, it
you
shouldn't
know,
be a
music,
competition.
or especially around here, you know, who isn't trying to make it, you know, who isn't trying to be big and stuff. But for me, it's like,
yeah,
I just want to be happy with what I'm doing, and hopefully make, you know, hopefully people like what I do too. I'm making the album because I want to hear my songs clearly. I want to be able to listen to them in my car. As weird as that sounds, listening to yourself in the
That's
car,
good.
I make
yeah.
songs.
I mean, a lot of it, music
because those
shouldn't
are
be like a
songs that
war or a
it's not,
competition.
you know?
It's really just it's expression.
Now, believe it or not, it's a fucking bloody war out
Yeah.
here, man. You
And the
know,
other
yeah,
band.
I suppose
bands
there's
don't help
that.
each
But
other
I'm saying it
out,
shouldn't.
you know,
I'm saying it
it's
shouldn't
more
be a
fight-
competition.
Yeah.
Find your own. No. There's tons of things that shouldn't be anything, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I
there's
suppose.
gonna be
I only
aspects
touch
of
on it
out
because I
there
remember
that
you
is.
actually just mentioning it half a second ago,
it's-
saying that it wasn't.
Sure, man. And when you put your passion into it, people can hear that passion in
Yeah.
it, and that's when you can, you start making money off of your passion. So, fuck it. It doesn't even feel like working anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even
Yeah.
know if he's talking money here. He's just talking making music
Well,
in
yeah.
general.
No, I'm just saying, like if he puts his passion
No,
into it, people will hear that
I mean,
passion and they'll
I
enjoy
deal-
it, and they'll, I don't know, hopefully be inspired to do what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah. People hear that passion and open their wallets.
Yeah.
people hear
I
that
mean,
passion
well-
and open their legs. What?
America.
Well, like half the special.
What?
No, half of me doing this whole music thing. And fans listening, I'm in a
Special
the lead
K, check
singer
him
of-
out, ladies and
Special
gentlemen.
K, and guitars.
Did,
and
did he say
all that.
fans listening?
All that.
Sure, continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I said just
Much
people listening.
better.
You just downgrade everything you work for?
Yeah.
You
but,
people listen, then
if
they
I did say
become fans. You know what I'm saying?
But okay. But
Something about Special
shit,
K.
What was I gonna say?
Something about fans.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Half the reason why I do it is to show people, like, anyone could just go up there and play great shows and stuff. Because I put on the best show possible that I can. The last show we played, possibly one of our best, just because energy and
Was that?
just really engaging and all that. But it's like, I don't want to come across as like a egotistical, only I could do this type. I want to come off as human, and I want people to realize, literally anyone can make a band if you're really that interested in doing so, and you got enough push. Like it's as easy as picking up a camera and becoming a director. Or
The hard,
picking up a
what
pen
I've
and
heard,
becoming a writer.
something I've heard before,
Like,
and it's
that's
actually interesting
also the way
to
I
say
see
that.
it.
It's what I heard. They said it's not hard becoming a writer. It's the hardest part is staying one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that aspect too. I mean, there's a lot of points in my life where I feel like I would just put down the pen. And be like, okay, I'm not writing songs anymore. I've heard so much fucking great music that just floored me. Like 3 months alone. Like one of my favorite bands at the moment, Dirty Projectors. Like some of the craziest musicians I've ever heard in my life. But I don't know what keeps me writing when I know something like that's out there. That's like the unspeakable force. That's
I feel it when I saw Mad
just can't
Max.
speak on,
Recently, I was like, oh my, I'm never gonna make anything like
why,
this.
why bother
Like,
making an
I will
action
never
film,
make
right?
anything this great.
Yeah, and I think
No, exactly.
The main
that's
thing
that's
is just
exactly the thing.
don't
You're not
make anything
you're not
like
in it to
that.
make something else. It's expression for a reason. As corny as it sounds to say "quote unquote" art is an expression, it is. You're doing you and shit, and that's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Doing what you do best, of course.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, it's
exactly.
doing what you
Putting
like and
anything
just
out
doing something. Like this. Yeah, like if there's anything I could tell the people that want to write songs out there, it's just like, if you're
exactly.
not
What the
going to
fuck
do
is
it
the point of
today, when
tomorrow?
are you going to do it? And the songs. Yeah, and the songs really, or whatever piece art you're doing, it's not.
It's
make
great. Like,
itself.
okay, let me compare this to when
It
I was
really
younger,
isn't,
right? So when I was younger, let's say like maybe 16, 17 or whatever, when I was in high school, basically, I had this weird notion that things were just going to pan out, that things were just going to work because that's how life works. That apparently shit would just happen in life. I will just automatically learn how to drive. I'll just automatically learn how to pay bills. I'll learn how to be responsible. I'll learn how to be an adult. That's not how it works.
Laughing over
Paul's
here
still,
and shit.
Paul is still learning that, I guess. But anyways, you think that things happen like that, I guess. You people expect things to happen by themselves, and especially creative people, especially they think that like, well, I'm not at that level yet, so when I'm at that level, that'll happen. I'm not that good, so when I am that good, I'll do it. No. You have to do it now, and then maybe you know what I mean. It's just like there is no tomorrow. There is no I'll do it later. It'll happen eventually.
You have to,
nothing happens unless you make it happen, I guess.
Yeah, you have to grow and work to become the person that you want to be. I mean, as extraneous as that sounds, you know, you could only get to, you know,
how good do you want to be? You gotta put in that effort. You
know?
gotta work hard for it. You gotta learn. Keep on learning every day. Keep on working on it every day. And like you'll fucking stop, look back, and be like, oh fuck, that was me back then.
Pretty much.
Shit.
Yeah. Lil B wouldn't have 2,000 songs if he didn't make 2,000 songs. You know?
I mean, arguably, like, yeah.
Nope.
No, I mean, I look back on songs like I've written, you know, probably like a year ago. It's like, in some ways I've improved. In some ways, you know, it's like, still got stuff to work on. But it's like, I'm just glad I kept going at it, you know? Like, I'm at like my 70th week of
dude, nice.
doing like 5 songs a week or something, or 70.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so...
That's damn near a song a day, bro.
It's tiring, I'll tell you that. But it's like, you know...
That's a lot.
Almost. Yeah, I mean, it's like... You just... I don't know, it's some weird fucking determination. It's
Respect,
almost unhealthy.
Fuck.
It really is. I feel like I should have quit a long time ago.
No, that's good. Like,
I feel like
people
I'm just showing off the fact that I...
Yeah, like...
No, it'd be worse if you're like, yeah, you know, I do 5 songs a day. Aldred on Special K Bandcamp, Special K on Facebook, www.this.
Yeah. I'm gonna hear this later. And
That's what
like,
I said.
Fuck. Like, what am I
It's
trying to
weird,
say
like,
here?
especially in this format. I mean, generally when I talk, I try to backtrack, so, like, I don't know, I feel like if somebody is gonna try to quote me from something I said out of context, and not even in this format, really, just in general, so I'm always fucking backtracking what I say and making sure it's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go back and be like, hey, you said this!
Politically correct?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Fuck them.
Oh, well, no, yeah, fuck people, but sometimes people have good opinions, or, you know, people I respect. Yeah.
Sometimes you should listen to people. They're not almost always wrong.
They're usually kind of maybe not that wrong.
Yeah, exactly,
Hey, just
man.
remember you're people too.
Fuck me.
I might.
Not on my worst day.
Not even on my deathbed, motherfucker. Ain't no way in hell that's gonna happen.
No, you hate white power, Bill. I hate my father.
You can eat shit and bark at the moon before that shit happens, motherfucker.
Jesus. I think you changed that saying.
Tomorrow.
Well, I guess what
Please, do that saying.
Well, I guess what I was trying to get at with the whole, you know, 5-song a week thing and like, you know, writing for a year or two now, it's like, sometimes you do have to look back and just feel like, you know, like, you have to at least recognize that you've changed a bit, or at least you look back and
you'll never have anything to improve. Yeah, you'll never have anything to improve on if you don't have anything. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're like...
Yeah. I mean, I feel like nowadays I'm able to flow a bit better with my words, but the other thing I like about what I'm doing is just, there's always something to work on, you know? And eventually it's not about what other people think. It's like, okay, well, maybe I could say this a little differently, or maybe I could not write about this one.
That's fair. I have something else to bring up that's kind of on the same topic, since we talked about Mad Max, but it's on the topic of music, but less about music than anything. So recently, Snoop Dogg, aka Snoop Lion, aka still Snoop Dogg apparently, made a new album.
Rest in peace.
Cold-blooded.
He's D-E-O-double-D, he's dead. I don't know.
D-O-double-D, he's dead.
Aldred Besiger from Special K is not calling out Snoop Dogg. Aldred is not calling out Snoop Dogg from Special K.
About to show up at your house, motherfucker.
So basically, Snoop Dogg made a new album. I haven't listened to it yet, but from what I've heard, it's very lackluster. And this leads to the point of, you know, artists, I suppose in general, music artists or whatever, in general, like, you know, do they deteriorate? Because Quentin Tarantino has this thing, he says, you know, sometimes when you get old, you just lose it. But George Miller is a perfect example of, you don't lose it. He just showed up every action director right now. And he hasn't made a movie, like, ever. In a long time.
Yeah, he's the second. I mean, he was like the second car movie to come out, and he blew that car movie out.
I'm sorry, but like, if you could top everything like that, I don't know, that's just amazing. Anyways, like, do you?
John Wick was like such a weird thing.
Go for it.
Or one thing about John Wick, just one really quick thing. Brand new director, brand new American director.
That shit's crazy, by the way. That's amazing, and
like,
they're already working on the second one. One of the quotes I loved that I heard from one of the directors, he said, "We can definitely top the action from the first one." Like,
see, no, that's why I like in some people, because you know how some people almost all
Yeah, fuck
modesty
that.
out
Fuck
there
that
in the
shit, man.
business. But you're never gonna get be
realistic about what you can do. It's awesome. Like, and you don't even have to be a cocky motherfucker.
Honestly.
Just, I mean, be realistic about it. Be motivated and shit.
Yeah, just say it.
Like, nobody
Say
wants to
it,
sit here and
show
see
it.
some. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
John Wick. No, John Wick was fucking amazing. You know it. Everybody else who saw it knows it. And if you know you can do better, fucking do it and say it. I mean, modesty is good. Don't get me wrong. Nobody wants an asshole, but be realistic about your abilities. It's like, for an instance, a job fucking interview, right? Nobody wants to hear anybody say, like, oh, what are your strengths? Well, you know, I don't like to brag about myself or anything, but I think that, you know, I'm alright. No, man. Every fucking, for my job, every fucking interview for my job, like, currently, that I've had in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still have interviews and stuff like that. Every single one, like, you have to sign a document first. I always put, like, fucking 10 out of 10. Best, like, every fucking time. I know it comes off as, you know, kind of, but, I mean, if you're enthusiastic and realistic about your abilities, I mean, fuck. Yeah, fuck that shit. Anyways, what we're talking about, people losing it. Yeah, George Miller didn't lose shit. So, I mean, clearly Snoop Dogg may have. I mean, do you think it's different within film and music? What do you think? Because I don't know many, and maybe I just don't know as many artists yet. Or I couldn't think of anybody off the top of my head who was making great stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, because it's like, it's such a weird thing with music and age. A lot of people think they lose it, and like a lot of the grand examples you could just pull out your ass, they're not great. You know, like the Beatles did not grow greatly. Sorry, McCartney fans. You know, a lot of, you know, hits from the 80s.
George
like,
Harrison's
they don't hold up. But honestly, like, yeah, one of my favorite artists and the person that like I look up to like 110%. Robert Pollard from Guided by Voices.
Jesus.
He made his break when he was 40. 40 years old. And, you know, and like, you know, he had like a 10-year run of just perfect fucking pop songs. And the dude was like a fucking elementary school teacher from
Jesus Christ.
Like, yeah, he was an elementary school teacher in fucking Ohio. Yeah. You know? Like, if that story does not get you up on your ass,
you were just a lazy piece of shit, straight up.
In this fucking world will. And, you know,
you should probably jump off a bridge.
And like,
cool.
and some of my heroes nowadays, like Robert Pollard, Paul Westerberg from The Replacements, still going strong. So honestly, it's all an artistry. As fucked up and weird as that sounds, it's true. You like only people that can believe and make you believe that something's lackluster are others, but you know, we all have our different beliefs and all.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. A lot of my favorite artists is very hit and miss. Some people were fucking terrible in their earlier years, but they got great later on. Some vice versa. You're gonna have a lot of bands that were great when they were younger,
DJ Quick is gonna come back, man.
Well.
Alright, motherfucker.
He had sweet black pussy when he was 19 and nothing else. He's gonna come back with.
Some electronic producers, believe it or not, like electronic's kind of hard to tell at the moment. But you know, I think I'm gonna say something kind of pretentious because I don't really know what I'm talking about with this. But there's this Italian producer. I'm gonna fuck up this name so bad, but like Gio Morador or something. He worked with a ton of Italian disco and Daft Punk, but you know, or I think he worked with Daft Punk, something like that. But he's still relatively going strong, or at least his legacy carried on. You know, the fact that he worked with Daft Punk kind of means that, you know, he's still around and kicking. But I honestly think electronic might
there's so many
actually last for a while too. One of the you know, not elders in electronic music, but this guy Aphex Twin, like, still goes strong since like 92 or 85 or however long he's been going on. So honestly, it's all in your ability and your ability of making captivating music, or you know, sometimes it is a fan base.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with what you said. I have one thing to add to that. The whole. So generally, what, you know, like the whole, you know, it's basically your ability, what you're willing to put out there, and how you do it. And a lot of that comes from drive. Meaning, so in that I can see what Quentin. Yeah. Okay.
Or style,
mostly style.
This
is still attached. What I'm going to say is that style
a good number
can kind of come from experience. So you think that people, when they so basically when you're starting out, you have that drive and the passion. You haven't done anything yet, and you want to do it, and you're doing it, right? when you get older is when you develop the style, when you learn how to do it, or so you would think, right? Because the more experience you get, life, for instance, doing films and stuff, right? That requires you knowing realistically how things work in life, and it takes more than knowing the 3-act structure and knowing how to format a screenplay. You know, there's life stuff. Yeah.
It's also
you have
knowing
to deconstruction and the way that the world at large works. You know, and you learn how the world works generally in your older age. So I mean, I feel like you should be improving as you get older. And honestly, I mean, I hope Quentin Tarantino doesn't stop when he gets too old, because I think he'll get even better. I hope he doesn't.
Yeah. Well, here's two names for you: Scorsese and Allen.
Who's Allen?
Yeah,
so what do you think of them? You know, they're been going on.
Yeah, Woody Allen.
Woody Allen? I don't know. I know who he fucking is.
So
I'm sorry, it's a conversation between you two.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Annie Hall. Midnight in Paris.
And it's crazy because
Sleeper.
Yeah.
The romantic drama film.
You know the crazy thing is he went
for.
Damn.
Sorry. Okay, for any listener, me and Paul.
Continue.
Oh, you're talking to me? They're talking to Michael. I totally don't. I didn't know you were talking to me. I wasn't paying attention.
The thing, yeah.
You know
I know who Woody
The thing
Allen
about Woody Allen. Okay.
I just,
Alright.
There's always the fucking test powdered.
I just didn't know you were talking
Go
to me.
ahead, Paul. Well.
And don't name off the movies I just named off. Who is Woody Allen?
Jesus Christ, man. You swung and you missed. He pitched in a perfect.
That's a.
So, anyways,
that was my joke.
Let me talk about him.
That's cute.
Crash and burn, motherfucker.
Did you cameo on Seinfeld once?
I don't care anymore. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I don't fucking.
Oh my god. Because I thought he was going to say some Family Guy shit, but no.
In truth, all I know is that he had that one
That
show,
was
and I never
incredible.
watched
So
it.
basically, he, very awkward, and he's like, I this, and I can't fuck women because I'm so awkward. That's kind of how he is. And he did a lot of comedy and funny stuff, kind of, and eventually he moved on into the, the more dramatic stuff, kind of like Annie Hall, Paris, and stuff like that. And he can do it really well. So I mean, with time does come, because you evolve as a person, I think, as well. So maybe you don't learn style as you get old, but it changes and it becomes refined. It's like fine wine, it ages.
You start refining your style, like as you get older, seeing what works.
Or so you would hope.
Work.
Or so you would hope. There's always Indiana Jones.
Oh god.
I kind of hate to say this, but style.
You don't learn style. No, it develops. It grows. It ages.
But it's it develops and it changes.
Yeah, You don't find style on the ground. You don't pick it in a store. You don't choose what you want. You don't fucking choose what you want to be. All right.
Yeah.
You start up whatever you're doing, music, film, writing, whatever. You start it. And as you go on, it changes. You get influenced by people. It changes. It grows. And once you kind of find that sweet spot, it'll kind of develop in that area. Do you know what I'm saying? That's essentially how it is. And, some people have their weaker areas within their style, and some people, shit like that. That's essentially what I think about that. Good examples, by the way, on Woody Allen and fucking Scorsese.
Scorsese, yeah. I mean, there's a couple other ones out there, but man, I think film is one of the lucky ones, because it's to make it in film is one thing, to stay in film is another. So if I'm mentioning a name,
yeah, definitely. I mean, fuck. I mean, there's not. I mean, you can make a Miami Connection, but you can always get a Miami Connection too. Did I ever mention that everybody in that fucking cast is not working in the industry anymore?
Didn't they just have the reunion 5 years ago or some shit?
Yeah. They weren't.
I don't think they were working to begin with.
Didn't they have a 30-year reunion or some shit 5 years ago or something like that?
No fucking way. Are you serious?
I thought they did.
That was a concert.
Yes. I don't know.
Who the fuck
Dragon
is Dragon
Force played or something. Dragon Sound.
Dragon Sound.
Dragon Sound?
No, not Dragon Force. That's that metal band or something.
Yes.
But No,
Oh my
Dragon
God.
Sound, that was the
Oh,
name of
yeah,
the
what
band
was the
in
song?
Miami Connection.
Friends forever, something,
Yeah,
something,
there's
something,
video-
something,
there's
something.
video of
We fight to win.
Ah, dude,
That was the soundtrack for the whole movie.
no, you know the best. No, the
that
best.
wrong?
No, dude, the best fucking part of the reunion concert. That old Asian dude,
yeah.
in that old black dude's mouth.
What?
It's in.
It's
There was a
there.
scene in the movie where something like that happened. I forget.
Yeah, it was,
To say the
that was
least. It was weird in the weirdest way. Wait, did we watch that with you, Paul, or no? I forget.
You guys watched it with me.
No.
I still remember. I mean, I think yeah. Then we,
Obviously,
I think we
yeah.
watched it again with Crasher. I don't remember because I remember Crasher saw it too.
Oh yeah, he was
still
there. I
remember.
remember.
That black dude gets cut with that sword. Ah! Like,
I still say the best scene is where he started crying when he got that letter. He's like, "Dang!"
the best part of that movie
Like,
is just.
what the fuck.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, such a bum.
Yeah. That's a fucking hilarious one. Holy fuck.
10 out of 10.
Oh man. And the
Yeah,
best
with
thing,
nothing but
it's an
violence
anti-violent
and
film.
drugs and bullies from high school. It's like they mix. It's like they mix
Yeah,
the
that-
'90s Power Rangers where the bullies would go around by the cars, nerd, and they mix like any random film from the early '80s and just like cut it together with ninjas, and that was it. That was as far as they got.
Yeah, and as cool
Yeah,
as it
yeah, as
sounds,
cool as high school kids, ninjas,
it's not
rock
that cool.
music, and drug sound is probably the worst combination ever. It,
Yeah. It's really one of those cases where they had fun filming it, and then when they
yeah, they watched it.
Change our
They
names in the
watched it
credits.
and
down.
like they watched it after it cut to black. After the credits rolled and it
Which
cut to
they
black,
did.
the room was just fucking silent, and then it was just fucking.
Yeah, and
That was
a handful of collective history.
This is a
This is
classic.
gonna go down in
Man,
history as
this is a
probably the
classic.
best movie ever.
Like,
I still only give it a 5 out of 10 though.
yeah.
I lost my glasses. Where are they? There were 3D glasses, Tom. Oh, yeah, that's right.
10 out of 10.
Wasn't that? And I'm not wrong when I say that though. Wasn't that song the only song in the movie?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like damn near. Like they had like 5-minute long song sequences. Like the
There's,
entire. Like they were just rocking out to nothing.
yeah. There was that Friends. No, there was that Friends Forever song, and then there was
Oh yeah.
Avenge
I
the
for-
Ninja.
Oh yeah. I totally
We'll
forgot.
fight the power to win.
Yeah.
Test the ninja, something like that. And then there was like some. Oh yeah. Oh my. No, that's my favorite song of the fucking album. Or the movie. The fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be a tough guy.
Yeah. It was.
Not sung by Dragon Sound, but sung by some other. It was during the biking scene where he's all. And I don't know what's up with drug. What
Yeah,
these
yeah.
people learn
You
from
don't do drug
or
deals
something?
in the
'Cause I saw
middle of the
Wire,
fucking street with the
which
with
has nothing
fucking
to
30
do
niggas. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And you also don't say this during, like, a re-up or something. Hey,
Yeah.
no business. Come on, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
Like the 3 times
It
they
was
did
crazy,
re-ups in
man.
that
Like,
movie.
That was kind of, I mean, not, almost the coolest way it could go down. Like a bunch of ninjas get together and then he opens the bag. He's like, "Where is the cracker?
Where is the cracker?
Did you lose it? Yeah, where is
Oh,
the
no,
money?
like, where was the money?
Sir,
I
lost
got
it.
the money.
Yo, money!" And then he put a nunchuck. And then he put a nunchuck up his butthole like this.
I,
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
have
I
a
am
favor
so
to me.
confused right now.
It's probably one of the
Like, it
most
almost builds up
anticlimactic
action and then they
films
go to a
ever
restaurant.
made, too.
And then they get into a fight, and then they go sing at the place.
Yeah. It wasn't so hard. The restaurant dude, he's all creepy, and then, you know, he's all like, "Oh, you like the food?" Like he's making like spaghetti for these fools and stuff. He's an Asian dude making like Italian food for all these, you know, college students. And then he knows kung fu. He's like, "I don't want to fight anymore." I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know. It's
10 out of
folks
10.
at home.
Best movie of the
Watch
year.
it. Great film.
Watch it, damn it!
Pretty
I have
much.
no idea what you're talking about.
What happened to
Thank you,
Michael?
guys.
Is he there?
Or in the
Somebody
pitch.
forgot to pay his internet bill. That's happened before.
Oh no! the man got him obviously after.
By the way, Aldred, what do you think of Tomorrowland? Cool. I don't see it either.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, it was done by the Brad Bird guy, the guy that fucking did what was it? The Incredibles or something. So that was supposed to be a big deal.
The Incredibles
The
were great. It was
Incredibles
a great
was-
movie. Just because he made it doesn't mean
Yeah.
he's the greatest director ever.
No, I mean, it was
Welcome
just
back,
like,
motherfucker.
Whoa!
Testing,
Whoa.
testing.
Okay,
All
internet
right.
bill while we
He's
go.
back. Yeah, he's
Oh,
No,
back.
no, it wasn't that. I have no idea what happened. Audacity just stopped recording, so you're gonna have to cut that together.
Oh shit!
Yeah, later.
As if I didn't already have problems with Paul's, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Lot of
yeah.
editing for
You
this
were talking
motherfucker.
about Tomorrowland for some reason, even though it isn't out. Is it out? I don't think it
It's
is.
been out, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Is out. It
The
is
thing
out.
is,
And none of us
did
have
we
watched it.
we
It
talked
is.
about this before.
We
so
talked about it.
I don't
yeah.
want to talk about it.
I just
again.
wanted to hear about what Aldred
Okay.
thought, but you know,
Okay, yeah. All right.
like all of us else, we didn't watch it. So fuck
no, the only thing
Well,
that I
sorry,
said about
Tomorrowland.
it last time was that, like, the thing is I hadn't heard enough about it because the only thing I've heard is the marketing has been pretty shitty, and that's it. So supposedly it's this really big Disney thing, whatever. It's supposed to be great.
Really?
Haven't heard a fucking thing. Haven't heard anything.
It's a ride.
It's a
Something-
movie for
Movie
a ride.
for what?
It's essentially what it is. It's for a new ride. They're gonna have a Disneyland. Or
I
Disney World,
highly
whatever.
doubt
It's
that's
a movie
why they're
for
doing
that
it.
That's
ride.
not a
I'm
new
sure,
ride.
I'm sure, like, maybe there's some connection there, but I
Tomorrowland's
don't
been
think it's
around-
what you're trying to
Swear.
imply.
It's exactly what I'm trying to imply.
Tomorrowland, the ride's been around. What the fuck?
Well, really, the
1955!
one time you like made an entire point, it was false.
It is not a new
Well, I'm not entirely wrong. It was.
It
for a
probably wasn't for a
I don't know when
ride.
the fuck it was made. I don't go to
I'm
fucking
pretty sure it wasn't
Disneyland or
for a
Disney.
ride. I mean,
It's for a
Disneyland,
ride.
actually.
Pirates of the Caribbean for a fucking ride.
that's
Obviously,
stupid.
Tomorrowland for a fucking ride.
You're not saying.
I'm waiting for Space Mountain, the fucking movie.
Wait, hold on, Paul. Did you think it was Tomorrowland?
this motherfucker.
Lol.
No, I have actually no idea. All I heard was that it was for a fucking ride, and I was assuming.
Like the thing is, I don't even. Yeah,
No, that's in the press
don't know.
package.
I didn't know it was for a
it's for the
fucking ride.
For a fucking ride.
Quotations.
That's all it is for.
Oh, for the fucking ride.
Paul's Applet. No, it's for a ride
Paul's
coming out
Applet,
Zero
man.
for Disney.
Paul's Applet.
Because this movie's for a
I hope
fucking
you
ride.
kids like this fucking ride, Paul
It is
Apple.
really long. And that's it. What?
George Clooney.
Oh yeah.
Paul
That's all
now.
you gotta know.
Why is water so
What the
expensive? Paul Apple.
So why the fuck? Why bring up Tomorrowland again? I'm curious.
Again, I wanted to hear what Aldred thought about
I
it,
don't
but
know.
again, we
You're
all didn't
asking
watch
me.
it.
It's a
So
movie.
fuck it. Moving on to the next subject, motherfucker.
It's a
Yeah, the only movies I've seen in the
Oh,
theaters
tell me what you
recently-
think of that
the only
movie.
movies I've seen
Tell me what you
recently,
think of that movie.
Ex Machina, twice.
Fucks with you, huh?
Still haven't. I've heard. The thing is, I've heard
Michael,
mixed
did you
things.
see it yet? Okay, I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say right now. Okay, I loved it. That's just personal. I think really great science fiction or slightly erotic thriller. It says a lot about like the future of technology, especially the fact that we kind of do have, what they're
It's
talking
getting
about
there,
in
though.
the movie. It's not as advanced,
Yeah.
but it's out there now, which is fucking scary. And three just really great performances by Oscar Isaac and Dominic blah 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 and the lady robots and all that, and just great scripting.
That's
Really fucking
Yeah,
well, it's a
that's
claustrophobic
two of the
film.
movies
I
that I
highly
see.
recommend you watch
Two
it,
movies that I plan to
Michael,
see
it's-
are that movie, the Ex Machina, and I also want to see Kingsman because I've heard too many great things about both those movies.
Kingsman was pretty good too.
Kingsman was amazing.
Yeah,
Anal?
but those are both definitely on
Yeah,
my radar.
I
right
saw
now.
that. That was
I need to see
awesome.
those.
So are we still a movie podcast?
No, it's not.
this week?
The thing is, we've only talked about like 3 movies. Like, really, what's? It is pretty much just that and fucking whatever.
Wait, no.
Wait, my mic is
I
there?
wouldn't say
Oh,
that.
That was
no,
a
I just
while
got
back.
the messages. I just got them.
You're right, Gwaza.
Oh, it was.
Does it fucking matter how you heard me say it? You know what I meant. Mother.
No, it
you're right about
matters.
that.
I have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I had like no
You have
interest in
nothing
any of
else
the movies
to.
you're talking
You're in a
about. like,
podcast
earlier.
talking to your friends.
No,
You have nothing to do.
I got
you-
nothing. I'm on this podcast for no fucking reason. I don't know anything about music. I don't know anything about movies. I
So-
am the least creative person you can meet. So I'm pretty much fucking.
Okay.
Do you
out
live
of
with
here.
your mom?
Paul, all right, here, hold on, all right.
Yes.
Because my friend Michael here, my friend Michael here did a bridge or does a bridge series or something
Cut,
for
cut,
like
cut, motherfucker, cut,
3 years or something.
cut,
Cut.
motherfucker.
No, take
cut.
it out.
What?
Stop.
No, we just decided we
Yes.
wouldn't talk
Oh,
about
I'll say
bridging
that.
because it's stupid bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, all right, here. All right. We're gonna be right here, okay? I have a friend who
You're
did
taking
a
me on
bridging for
drugs or
2-3
something?
years.
I had a friend
I
once.
don't
Oh, well, if
know
that's what you were gonna
shit.
go with it, it
I
doesn't
do
really
not
fucking
know
matter.
shit about a bridging, all right? But he used me as the third party, the outer party. The person didn't know shit, just for a different opinion. In a way, Paul, if you don't know
Yeah,
anything about
it's
movies
true.
or music, you're kind of a
Yep.
needed party here because of your lack of knowledge. You know, your perception on the outside world is just as important as the people that know a lot about it on the inside.
Well, the
Seriously.
Unless-
so
unless-
do not feel useless and pay
No,
the
the
fuck
problem
attention.
is here is that I'm gonna be talked over because I'm not gonna want to say shit because I don't know anything. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Buy a
is that
better
I don't want to
microphone.
talk
I
about
like
anything
that reasoning there.
because
I
I'm
better, but
Motherfucker, you bought a gun.
which one?
I'm pretty sure you can. I'm
thought
pretty
I
sure
told
you
you
can
about it.
spare like a couple of bucks for like a fucking
problem is I have
microphone. Fuck.
Okay, dude. I'm sorry, I didn't give a shit. I didn't know we were.
okay, I'll give you that.
No,
to be fair.
motherfucker.
You
I
guys
don't
are
think
notorious
As of
Don't
right
worry,
now,
for
I'm fucking like,
necessarily starting
I'm
things.
fucking
I'll
like,
give you
dude,
that.
I'm walking while I'm talking, motherfucker. I talk first, and then I'll walk it just to prove it that I'm fucking doing it, man. I'm enough
What?
of this talking bullshit. I'm gonna do it now.
What, Eldred?
Oh, Michael, I think you'd be. Yeah, Michael, you'd be glad to know the USB microphone you sent me to
Yeah.
a long time ago that I didn't really put to use for a while. I actually got used
Nice.
for vocals in the new
Yay!
album. So yeah, that was the only microphone that sounded good with my shitty voice. So thank you.
Hey, Michael, give me your
For that.
spare mics you have.
You should totally just fucking come to my house and fucking just do this podcast. God damn,
Thank you,
motherfucker.
Michael.
I should, but
I should, but I'm too lazy to go in my car now
No,
that I
no,
fixed my brakes and
today
everything.
people
Everything
are,
is
Jamar's
good.
over and everything. I didn't want to.
Jamar's over?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to.
You didn't drop out, Michael.
Michael's
did
dead
you?
again. The ditch is evil.
Son of a.
Stop testing us.
All right, yeah. All right, cool. You're back. Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
Are you gonna also add in like I have to for the fucking? Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm gonna be adding your like some lines from like the previous podcast
No,
to fill in the blanks
I'll
for you,
record extra
motherfucker.
lines for like. Are we recording it? It's probably like, the only thing I'm gonna like record for you, but I'll record it.
What
Yeah, man. No.
what were you saying, though? The mic got used? I'm glad.
Yeah, the mic
I'm-
you gave me was the only microphone that sounded actually really good with my voice. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
You almost already go on the credits.
Oh, dude.
Put him as producer
I
because
want
he
to
obviously
be
funds
producer.
you.
Producer
With the
credit.
We're gonna try to do a gatefold so we could put like thanks to people. Because as you saw on the, did you work on the album cover?
Yeah, I totally did. It's in Photoshop right now. It's not done.
Oh,
it's in
I was
Photoshop,
like,
but
yeah,
it's
I
not done.
totally did.
Oh, I thought
Well,
you
it's
were
a
doing.
documentary.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was one of those. Oh, yeah.
yeah, put it. I'm working on it.
It's done. Yeah, it's been done for like 30
No,
minutes.
in fact, I was waiting for your ass, motherfucker.
I-
Ask me if it was done.
Oh, cool. Could I have it? No, man.
No, but the reason
You can't.
it didn't get done earlier because I recently just upgraded to Windows 8.1. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Okay.
not Windows
Anyways,
10.
and I had to get all my files. Now I'm using all Adobe CC
Oh, shit.
stuff. So yeah, so it's a different version.
Okay.
So that's why. Anyways, continue.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, continue.
I was just saying, I was hoping to make it gatefold so we could put thanks in the middle and all that. Because as you saw, there's not a lot of room for much of anything on the
Yeah.
on the back. So yeah, it's either that or I gotta really mock up the fucking back of it. But yeah,
Just put a handwritten piece of paper in each one with the thanks thing.
no, I was gonna do that. I was gonna be like, all right, guys, we have 200 CDs. You gonna make some thank you notes?
Yeah, exactly. Just do that. Just fucking
Yeah.
write one And then just copy the rest on a machine, and I guess the handwritten one is sold for more, maybe
I
less.
don't know. I have a lot of things to say to a lot of people. I probably wouldn't run out of shit, but I could imagine one of the members eventually going, "Thanks to all the fans."
Yeah.
Thanks to all the fans. Michael, Zach,
or each one.
Mom,
Paul's
mom.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, Paul.
Whoa.
Nah.
Whoa.
Oh
Shit.
Yeah.
shit! Damn, I didn't know.
Oh.
I didn't know it was
Yeah,
like
man,
that.
she's a fan. She's a fan.
Actually,
I.
you fucking?
Whoa.
You hit it?
Oh. Whoa.
She hit it from the back, and I don't get a hernia. Busting not on your
She
mama.
sucked my dick from the back. I never had that.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Now for my favorite segment of the podcast, Lil B News.
That should have been the
Alright, so I was
beginning.
hanging out. No, I was actually hanging out at a pub yesterday, and ESPN was on mute. And
Oh
stuff,
yeah, dude,
and I
he's
was
been
just
all
fucking-
over that shit.
I was shooting the shit with like friends, and then on the fucking screen I see that bearded dude,
Yeah.
that James Harden,
Yeah.
and just Lil B's image on him.
Yeah.
And I smiled right inside. I was
Yeah.
like- and I was drunk as fuck, so I was all like, "The bass
The
god
bass
song."
god.
Yeah, dude, he's all over that shit. There are basketball teams saying, "Please, base God, don't curse us." Please guide us through this harsh time. Shit like that. That's
They
crazy.
fucking
Man.
show like some basketball player's kid, and like the kid's pointing to the sky, and he's all like, "Yeah, blah blah blah's kid pointing to bass god." And I was all like, "Damn."
That's base.
I'm pretty sure this is all press for his new big dude.
Yeah, thugged out, pissed
Thumbed
the
out,
fuck
pissed
off.
out. Coming out, 2046.
I bet you a new track, a bonus track on this is gonna be "Fuck James Harden."
James Harden.
Fuck the NBA.
And then it'd be fuck LeBron
Oh yeah,
James.
that's why his name is funny.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, because LeBron James was actually stealing Lil B swag too. Did you hear about that, or did you just say a random
No,
basketball
I
player
know.
you knew?
I did know this.
I actually did not know about
Yeah,
this.
basically, LeBron James and one of his friends were they were spotted cooking without giving Lil B
Oh,
support.
shit.
Oh,
To be fair, one of those people like came up and they were on Twitter like, "Man, I love Lil B. Stop talking about curse shit, nigga." He gave credit. He's like, "Thank you, love you, base guy." He has dodged the curse, but LeBron James has yet to
He has
speak on
dodged
it.
the curse.
that's why he's losing. That's why he's losing. I love that though. That the official basketball association and shit, or National Basketball Association (NBA) acknowledges
Yep.
a rapper that hasn't released one official
Yeah,
album.
I know,
Hey man,
that's
his
crazy
curse is
shit.
pretty damn good. All I'm gonna say.
His what? His what?
What you know about Lil B?
Oh yeah, man, he's been fucking. Oh yeah, of course you would know, Paul. You actually follow
I
basketball.
actually do follow basketball.
We gotta have a segment where you just do nothing but talk about basketball, and we just sit here like.
So pretty much
And then
anytime I talk normally.
The Knicks, 28 points.
I did that on purpose. Nah, but the fact that you knew anything about Lil B, you get a little bit more swag. So
I suddenly want to shoot
Congratulations.
myself.
He'll
Right next to your
Actually,
microphone.
it's right next to my microphone. Thank you.
Microphone. Nigga, you been holding back on me,
actually,
motherfucker?
I actually do have a microphone, but it's not a mic for the computer. It's a mic for the speaker.
I imagine Paul was like at Walmart and he picked out both the gun and the microphone, and he got up there and she's like, "Sarah, you ready?" And he's just looking at them both like, "Oh my god."
No, it's not a microphone for recording it.
The microphone is like $20 and the gun's like $200.
No, my gun was 600.
I don't know which one to pick. Oh, what the fuck? What are you gonna go? Are you gonna shoot turtles or something? Is it gonna make you feel
No,
better?
turtles-
about
I'm gonna
yourself?
Oh, no,
shoot-
take the back.
definitely, dude. I hate turtles. Dude, they're
Take-
scary,
take
man.
the
They got,
Michael,
like,
it's not
shields
like
and
you
shit.
and Michael. It's not like you and your
Oh,
nunchucks and
God.
shit, you're all like flip the gun around. And you gotta shoot the lamp.
Pretty much. Fuck, man. I still have those. I got a little bit better with them.
Oh, God.
I got a little bit better. Just a little bit.
Here, I got
Ow!
a little bit
Fuck.
disconnected.
My screen!
Yeah, the story behind that is I bought nunchucks a while ago, a long time ago, in fact. Probably half a year. Probably a year. I don't fucking know.
Arguably,
I was playing with them and I broke my line. End of story.
I think I remember you told me about that too.
He was
You broke your
talking
what?
to me. It was a fucking it was a Saturday morning. I was like, "Hey man, what you up to?" Nah, man, just flipping nunchucks. Yeah, and then he turns on the video on Skype for a second. He fucking has his like look on his face and points to the ground. All he sees is broken glass and the nunchucks.
Yeah.
And then when he gets on the camera, you just hear fucking like rustling around his room. He's like switching out the light and shit, and he's all cursing. Like,
God fucking
Yeah.
So needless to say, a pretty great time on Skype.
Clearly. Motherfucker's breaking shit. That's oh my ear. I'm fucking finger fucking my ear. Why is this volume going up so?
I don't know. Why is it going so loud? Please tell me.
Is
yeah,
it?
it was actually louder.
Okay, I thought you were just trying to fuck
No,
with
it
me.
was,
It's like,
it was
go to
getting
hell.
louder, and then softer, then louder.
Oh fucking A! It's Skype was set to automatic
Still set to automatic.
settings. Yeah, good.
Automatic
let
volume
me
check.
switch it.
Alright, well, we're pushing the minute.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
An hour 15. My bad about that.
Well, we gotta do fucking 2
do the
hours
intro,
one
guys.
of these days. Oh yeah, Aldred was supposed to do a song for the intro. Hey Aldred, do a song.
Alright. Take out the old
So wait, does that mean the podcast is starting
Cool.
now? Is this a pre-show?
Who gives a shit? Just Zach will figure it out in post. How about
You'll
that?
figure out in post.
Thanks,
I thought,
dick.
He's not figuring this out in post.
Yeah, that's the fucking motto. You figure
Zach
it out.
fixed
What
in
if, like,
everything.
the starting
That's our
number
motto.
for
Pretty much.
podcast listeners was like fucking 300 or something?
Swag.
Alright, that's might not even be in the tune.
The intro is also why I forgot to record.
The intro should just be Aldred tuning his guitar.
We're ready.
That's enough tuning for. Am I supposed to like write a song for the intro? Wait, what's the name of your show, man?
It's just the Us Guys podcast, I think,
Us
it
Guys
right? Zach?
Podcast, yeah.
Welcome to the Us Guys podcast. Gonna talk some shit. Alright, yeah, here's an old song of mine. It's yeah. A year ago I wrote a song called Girl Named Science. It was about, well, if you watch Ex Machina,
Oh,
it's
In a whole song.
in a
Alright,
much
I was about to
brighter
say.
sense.
In a much happier mood.
Empty, so empty. Tell me what's inside. I'm afraid of personality. Give me some time and I'll make one of you for every lonely soul inside. Give me a formula, give me an equation. She wasn't born from love or even from this nation. She was just made for you. A girl made from science. Her name is 142. Or just name her Ira. The equation that we got took all the 15 years. And we felt the work was worth it to save you from the tears and the lonely nights. And the lonely nights are all gone. 'Cause now you made someone special. Specific combinations, and now you'll never have to die alone. A girl made from science, and I can't believe it myself. But it happened. Give me. Oh, wait, okay. Elements and compounds, endless nights of work, and the angry protest state that we're deleting female work. If you just want companionship, why you just got a dog? Someone told me. You just don't understand, they never understand. It's more than just sex, or just a hold a hand. And they'll never feel the way I do. No, they'll never feel the way I do. The equation that we got took all the 15 years. And we felt the work was worth it to save you from the tears and the lonely nights. And the lonely nights are all from science. I couldn't believe it myself, but it happened. But it happened. But it happened.
Woo!
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You should probably just keep that at the end.
Yeah, we probably should.
That's a good fit.
Yeah.
The song?
Nah, I'm talking to Zach. I mean, he's going to be the one editing it.
I feel sorry for Zach at this point.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
fill him all with my empathy at this moment.
You can. Okay. Well, that's it then, isn't it?
Do I stop recording now?
No. You
Did
gotta
I
say
start
goodbye.
recording it?
You gotta
Wait,
say goodbye,
hold
motherfucker.
on.
You gotta say goodbye.
Goodbye to who?
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning
Bye.
in to another
Bye.
episode of Us Guys Podcast. Tune in next week. We'll have another one good for you. Take it easy, guys. Have a
Gay
good night.
Homo Radio.
Faggots.
Gay Homo Radio.